Good time everyone, and here is Ranjini Priya Dhanlingam and Shivashankari, Sanchita Sri, Tamil Silvan and Kanish to present a presentation before you about the sequence and its futures, and after that moving into Cauchy sequence and its properties.
Actually, we have already learned about convergent sequence. Shiva, is there any other sequence related to this?
Yes, here is a Cauchy sequence. Do you want to know about Cauchy sequence?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, Cauchy sequence is a sequence in which the distance after a certain stage, the distance between any two elements in a sequence will be negligible.
Shivasankari,
Yes.
can you say the difference between convergent sequence and Cauchy sequence?
Yes, of course. In a convergent sequence, we'll assume the distance between an element in a sequence and with its limit of the sequence. But in Cauchy sequence, we'll take any of the two elements as for considering a distance.
I have one more
Sanchita,
doubt. Can you
Yes.
whether every convergent sequence is a Cauchy sequence?
Yes, Kanishk, I will tell you that. Here it is the very good property that all the convergent sequences are turning to be Cauchy, whereas the Cauchy sequence need not be a convergent one. Because whenever we talk about a convergent sequence, we always seek for a limit of convergence, right? We will have to look for some point which may not be a member of a sequence as well. Whereas in Cauchy sequence, we are not looking outside; we are just looking inside the sequence. That is why Cauchy sequences are the ones that I like the most.
Sanchita,
Yes, Ranjini.
how do we relate Cauchy sequence in a metric space? Is it related to set or a metric space?
Cauchy sequence are related to metric space. And moreover, we know that we do see for everything diameter. Do anyone know the diameter of the set?
Yes. Can I explain?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
Yes. We can consider any subset from any metric space, and the distance between the two sequence in a metric space should be this should be the supreme of S. The supreme of S is called the diameter of V.
Kanish, you are telling it in a more formal way. Let me try to give it in a clear way that everyone understands.
Okay.
You just have a set and try to find out the distances of the point in those sets. You may take any 2 points, right? So the
Yes.
maximum distance is called as the diameter of a set, because whenever simply you may take the circle, right? So you
Yes.
just draw a line. Okay, you just draw several vertical lines. Among those vertical lines, the largest line which touches the circles in 2 points is called diameter of a circle, right? It is same as
Yes.
that here. And Shivashankari, uh, they have related the diameter with the definition of a Cauchy sequence. I don't understand it in a clear way. Can you tell me that?
Yeah, of course. In diameter of a set, we assumed for Cauchy sequence, the distance will be 0. That அதாவது limit n tends to infinity, diameter of En is equal to 0, we have assumed. In Cauchy sequence also, it will be negligible.
Now you
Can
have given
anyone
me a clear.
rephrase my answer, please?
Yeah, you have given me the eye opener to this. They have put the definition in two different forms. Here also, they have after a certain stage, they have collected the points in the sequence to be in a particular set, and they are talking about the diameter. There, after a certain stage, the distance is negligible. Here, when n approaches infinity, it is not attaining infinity; it is just approaching infinity, right? So when n approaches infinity, the diameter is 0. Wow, beautiful, right? Mathematics also knows to play with words, I guess.
Actually, I have a doubt. Can anyone clear that?
Yeah,
That
let us try.
from the theorem, it is clearly seen that E closure of a set that we are taking in a metric space, diameter of E closure is equal to diameter of E. Then will diameter of E interior is equal to diameter of E?
Sanjita, I think I can answer this question. In some cases, the interior of a set will be empty. In those cases, we cannot compare the diameter, right? So in some cases, it will not be true. We cannot compare.
And also,
And,
in order to define a diameter of a particular set, the set must have at least one element. So, and if a set consisting of only one element, the distance of that point with that point is going to be 0 in all the metrics. So, whenever we have a singleton, the diameter of a singleton is 0.
Okay.
And we have some result that we have seen in one of the previous sections. They have done something with compact sets. What is the specialty in it? Hey guys.
yeah, yeah.
Actually, in this we are saying that K1 will be the largest and K2 will be present in K1, K3 will be present in K2, and it goes on. So that in that condition, if limits of diameter is 0, then the intersection will exactly contain 1 point.
How you are saying that intersection will contain exactly 1 point?
Yeah, suppose we have to say it contains exactly 1 point, right? So let us say it contains more than 1 point. In that case, what happens? The intersection is going to have minimum of 2 points. In that case, the diameter has to be bigger than 0, because whenever the diameter is 0, it means that the set consists of only 1 point. If you take that way, you can have a contradiction that limit n approaches infinity, diameter kn is 0. So that way, it's coming. And Ganesh, initially you have asked, right? So that thing we have it as a theorem itself. Convergent sequences are Cauchy sequence.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
But we can, in any metric space, every convergent sequence can be a Cauchy sequence, or
Yeah,
we have to mention any particular space, metric space.
in all the metric spaces, convergent sequences are turning to be Cauchy sequence. If you want to write a formal proof, you just make the use of triangle inequality. Okay, in order to make use of triangle inequality, you just make use of the limit of a sequence, right? That very well gives you. And we have
I have a question.
Yeah.
Whether all Cauchy sequences are convergent in all the metric spaces?
No, in some metric spaces,
No, all
all sequence will be convergent. For example, in Euclidean space, every Cauchy sequence converges. And in compact metric space too. We'll consider those things as complete metric space.
Oh,
And I have one more.
Yeah. Yes.
Whether to find that sequence is convergent, we must know the limit of a sequence or not.
Of course. In order to speak about the convergence of a sequence, we need a limit point. But in order to say whether the sequence is Cauchy, we don't need to talk about a limit point. We don't know. We don't need even if it has a limit point or not. If it is satisfying the condition that after a certain stage, the distance between any 2 points in the sequence is negligible, then it is turning to be Cauchy. Right? Yes. And Ranjini Priya, you have said about something complete metric spaces, right? Can you tell it once again and give us some examples of complete metric spaces?
Yes, Tamil. Metric space in which every Cauchy sequence converges to some point that is known as complete metric space. And examples are compact metric space and Euclidean space. For every Euclidean space, we'll have those Cauchy sequences to be converged at some point.
Wow, mathematics is so beautiful.
I have one more that
Yeah,
is every closed subset of a compact metric space is also a
yes,
a
Kanishk.
complete metric space.
Yes, Kanishk. Because we have seen in the compact sets in one of the result that closed subset of a compact spaces, compact sets are compact. Okay. Here we are talking about the compact metric space. We forget about that as metric space or something. It is some compact set, and we are taking some closed subsets. Of course, that is turning to be compact, and hence it must be complete.
Why we are only choosing closed subsets and not open subsets?
Whenever we have one more result that compact sets has to be closed sets. Okay, if it is a open set, it will violate the condition. If it is being an open set and if it is being a compact set, that violates.
I have a doubt. Is
Yes.
is there any not a complete metric space in Euclidean metric?
Okay. You want? I think I can give you. You just take a real line and take only the non-negative part of the real line, right? If you take a non-negative part of the real line, that is not complete. That is not a complete metric space. Okay, that is not compact metric space even, right? But okay, I think that will form a complete metric space, but not a compact metric space. And if you take any interval, right? Any interval, any closed interval in a real line, that is turning to be a compact metric space. And I think
Okay.
we have done enough discussion for the day. And okay, any one of you conclude?
Thank you all for watching this. Even if we have done something bored, just take those things out and enjoy mathematics. Have fun.